Hello, welcome back to Blender Sushi Live Noding. Today I want to take a look at Sorcar. This add-on is basically I'll talk about it previously. It was formerly called Procedural Generator Mod, ProcGenMod, but it's now called Sorcar. And this add-on has been going through some development for a few months, and I haven't actually tested out. So this works only for Blender 2.79 at the moment. So let's open up Blender 2.7, the add-on. User preferences. You download the add-on simply by downloading the zip, and then you go install add-on from file, go under downloads or whatever, and you can find Sorcar master. The name is slightly strange, but that's okay. File, save as, maybe call it SC, Sorcar. And let's take a look at the nodes. I haven't touched these nodes for quite a while, so it's gonna be new. There are a few of options. I know there's this collapse nodes. Okay, that's interesting. Test. Shift A as usual, and then now we can see a lot of nodes. Wow, there's even export mesh FBX now. That's interesting. Normally with something like this, you really don't know where to start, but a good place to start is usually to find the generator nodes. Oh, there's so many nodes now. Start with a plane. Now, this mesh want to be generated. You want to be output, so let's find an output. Mesh operators. Nope. Wow, this is for component. Okay, I remember these nodes. You can work in the object mode or edit or components mode. So outputs. Okay, that's good. Refresh, mesh, output. All right, it's actually working. Cool. I remember at some point that it might be clashing with other add-on and it simply doesn't work, but now it's working, so it's good. Yeah, nothing special. A plane and then a mesh. Maybe you can subdivide. Okay, you cannot search. Oh yeah, the search doesn't work on mine. I don't know why. Let's try a grid. Grid is more interesting, more useful. And this thing is not a grid. We need to refresh the mesh. Okay. Yep, this one is a grid. So I have now a grid and a plane. So it actually generated a new mesh. Okay, goodbye plane. Delete our plane. We have our grid. With grid, of course, it's made up of a lot of face, so we can definitely go into component mode and then go to mesh mode. So this is like edit mode and object mode, component mode. I like to have this. It's gonna come in handy. Mesh goes into component, goes back into mesh. That's definitely, I think, how it should work. So we're gonna try again this face. You can do a lot of selections. This is very much like Houdini. Select every end. All right. Extrude faces. That's definitely the easiest. Yeah, it doesn't seems to work because seems like this thing is deselecting. Okay, so we need to perhaps select components manually or by index or by face. Try by index, and now refresh the mesh. It is extruding down. I don't know why, but it's always like that. Minus is actually extruding up. Select by index. Okay, extend means extending the previous one, I believe. Yep, it's correct. So you can select 2, and then you can then refresh and extrude. So you very likely you need to go all the way to the back and then refresh mesh, and then you adjust the value. That's what I think it should be doing. Okay, so let's select components by index. Not very interesting yet, but I'm still kind of guessing because we have so many nodes now, including all the modifiers. That's really cool. Random, I have not tried that. A good place to start is actually introduction video. There's the outdated one, and then there's a new tutorial and showcase by some of them are by Punya and some of them by others. Yep, let's continue with our selection. Select face by material, select face by normal, select face by sides. I think select by end is interesting. Refresh. Wow, it crashes. No mesh, no active. Yeah, maybe we need to deselect and then refresh. Yeah, that's what yeah, we need to kind of do that. So this one is generating some kind of mask. If you skip every other, select every end, you get a checker. It's a common knowledge if you use Houdini before. Select every end. So that can be handy. Select face by sides. Can we select by random? Oh yeah, we can. This is also kind of obvious. Select or deselect. Okay, select percentage seed, refresh mesh. Interesting. Nothing seems to work. Oh, okay, that's also interesting. Okay, with the extrude faces individual, this one, if I smooth it, okay, yep, it makes sense. Let's try random. Oops, well, I cannot use the search, so I need to find it here. Export mesh. This is interesting. Maybe we'll try that in a bit. File path. Okay, we need to have file path. Try file name untitled. This might crashes. Read only. Try read only file system. Export mesh. No such file or directory. Okay. Depending on maybe where I save this, or maybe here on my root. Create a new folder. Name it Sorcar. Sorcar. Export. No such file or directory. Maybe I need a full path or something. Export mesh. Well, doesn't like it. Interesting. I found it interesting with the path. Sometimes take a while just to find the correct path. Never mind on that. We'll try again later. Let's try random conversion. Change component modes to match string transform. Random float. Okay, random float. That seems promising. Yep. Try this. Refresh mesh. Do we have random yet? Nope. Yes. Okay. What is this once? Random float. I thought it's gonna be generating a couple of value. It doesn't. Yep. Okay. What is this once? So that's not very intuitive. So definitely it needs some kind of tutorial, proper tutorial. String random angle, utilities append string comparison operation, not operations. It's actually, I found it, okay, since we have SVerchok here, I do find SVerchok is simpler in a way. Oops. Oh yeah, it's clashing with SVerchok. Funny. Ah, that's not good. Okay, let's try this anyway. So this is SVerchok add-on, and we want to normally do a extrude. Normally I just use search. It failed. It's clashing with Sorcar, so that's not good. I told the developer, but it's difficult. Extrude separate faces. Solidify actually works better. There's extrude separate faces, but there's also solidify. Yeah, SVerchok solidify is very special. Vertices polygon, because it takes number. It takes multiple value. We call it vectorize. So that's a single value extruding. Let's try. Ugh, I cannot find generator. We need a number now. A number, or actually we need random number. Float. Plug this into thickness. How many? What's the size? Oh well. Wait a minute. A solidified does not work. There's another one with extrude. It's actually called inset. I think I was wrong. It's not solidify. It should be inset. If I can search, it's a lot faster. There is offset. I need inset. Inset spatial. Okay, maybe that's the one. Let's try. So vertices and polygons goes in there. Okay. That's the one. Inset set to 1. So we have random extrusion. So I am sure that's a Sorcar add-on also able to do that, because that's not complicated. And Sorcar itself is really quite unique compared to SVerchok. Sorcar can do like looping and things like that, really fancy stuff. Unfortunately, the search doesn't work. Delete also powerful. Select loop by region. Select non-manifold. That's handy. But I do find that I can't just jump into this right away. It's like Houdini, except that it's in Blender. There's a lot of Blender modifier and Blender operators. There's new, and then there's curve stuff. But the one that's really powerful is the flow control. Begin loop, end loop. So that's something I'll try to cover next time. And this is export mesh FBX. It's nice. Can't get it to work. Oh, let's try again. No such file or directory. Let's try this. If I have something on my desktop, just name it Sorcar test. Sorcar test. / refresh mesh, doesn't like it. Get rid of this one. Refresh mesh, doesn't like it. Let me try file, export FBX, name it untitled, export FBX, and then no such file or directory. Still complaining. Wow, I really want this one to work. Okay, this should go in there. Let's try one more time. Yep. Now it's not complaining. Let me try. Oh, okay. Is it working now? Huh, it does work. But this, I need a backslash. So, okay, it needs users, my name, desktop, Sorcar test, and then I can actually refresh mesh. Ah, there you go. Goes in. So I can try hello world FBX, refresh mesh. Now we got hello world FBX, and this FBX I'm sure have our mesh. So that's actually cool. Let's try this. It's gonna create USDZ. Yep, it's got our mesh. Doesn't have any texture. Diffuse color 100. enter. We have red. Yeah, not the most interesting surface. So far we kind of cover random selections, and then extrude face, and we cover the FBX thing. Try again. Yep, it works. That's a good thing. And let's try one more, because we know about modifiers, and we know we can use all of these. The one that's I like is subdivision surface modifier, simple or Catmull. Okay, that's our objects, and we can randomize the seed, percentage of how many we remove by doing this. Okay, file name and then etc. This is probably something to do with string, so we can export out a different model. Definitely we'll try to cover that at some point, but let's try this alien export mesh. It works. Nice. USDZ convert, it's gonna be USDZ, and diffuse color, it's gonna be 010. It's gonna be blue, oh, red, green, blue, green. Yep, this one works also. The pivot is somewhere. This is the one SVerchok. The pivot is should be in the center. Doesn't matter. Yep, but it does work, and SVerchok is also, like I said, SVerchok might be fighting with this add-on. But yeah, that's a very interesting way to work. Some people will find this easier than SVerchok or maybe animation nodes. It's all slightly different, but it's really powerful. Alright, so yeah, that's like another look at Sorcar. Used to be called ProcGenMod. Now, yeah, I'm gonna try to cover some of this, like flow, maybe string naming, random. I want to generate a lot of like random numbers. Look at this. There's so many things now. But yeah, hopefully this is can be handy. Totally an add-on that you need to look at if you're interested with everything nodes. So thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.